say you've got to sell sustainability, okay? Which I know you've done precisely 1,000,001 times, but you've got to sell sustainability to a business person or someone in the private sector. You've got to sell sustainability to someone in the public sector, government, your peers in government. And thirdly, you've got to sell sustainability to the person on the street, to the citizen. Mm-hmm. Is it a different pitch to each one of those audiences? Or is it the same pitch to all of them? And could you share that pitch with me? Either the 3 individual pitches or the one pitch?
That is a tough question to answer, but I'll do my best. I think it is the same. You just use different words every time. And I think, one of the things that I focus a lot on is not life after death, it's life before death, and the future that we want to be part of, that we want to inherit to. So when you think in those terms, how can I, in our lifetime, how can we transform this enough so we can enjoy the benefit of this transformation? And I also take people, I am a storyteller. I like people to know through my experience and through experiences of others, what change could be like. For example, I mentioned at the beginning, this is a mission-oriented approach to carbon neutrality. We're trying something really hard that has been done just a few times before. What took for people to do that? And then you go to COVID, for example, and then somebody said, I can develop a vaccine in 6 months. And what I need is for people on the street to go home and stay home and stay socially distant from everybody for a little bit. And I need government, to help coordinate that and to help, in some cases, fund the development of the vaccine. And I need the private sector that come together, and I have an idea, but I don't have the facilities, and I don't have a way of scaling this to 7 billion people. But probably, if we put all our heads together, we can make it happen. And then in nothing, in a matter of days, we redefine the role of government, the role of society, the role of the private sector, the role of civil society, the role of Doctors Without Borders, as much as the role for the Latin Civic Society of Texas. Suddenly we were identifying new roles for everybody. And the only thing that made it work was that even though nobody gave explicit instructions to anybody, everybody understood exactly what they needed to do. And the only way that they could have done this is if we all had a vision of what the future could be, should we deliver on our part. So when you talk about sustainability, you can use that. You can think about the future that we're building together and the role that government needs to have, which is that of a convener, that of articulating these new partnerships, or of talking to people into participating, not into doing, and then making sure that that you can support them as best as you can. But then it's about the private sector being willing to be part of this transformation, and being part of this transformation is not having their own; it's having a transformation that will benefit every stakeholder in the equation. So and then talking to society, saying, there is an effort being done by private sector and the government, and we need you to do your part. And that part could be engagement, that part could be outreach, that part could be education, or it could be bring your ideas and be part of this. Yeah. So frequently that is the pitch, a common future that we can build together. We all have different roles, we have different interactions. Let's understand those interactions and let's redefine them every single day, every single time, as long as we're moving in the same direction.